I'd like to introduce this wonderful woman that I've just met. Her name is Janine De Wolf. She lives in the Netherlands and she's doing some really, really powerful, important work on the planet. She works with women. She does womb healing and she also does breast healing, healing of the lymph. She's a massage therapist and also a fertility massage therapist. Yeah, and I love the work that you're doing, Janine. I think it's so, well, I know it's so important. So thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome, Schamet. You're welcome. I love my job too. It's yeah, it always feels very sacred what I'm doing because yeah, womb fertility and breast it is yeah the typical part of a female. So yeah, it always feels very sacred to treat women on those parts of the body that well most massage therapists just avoid. So
Exactly. And so I went to Bali, Indonesia, quite a few years ago now, and I went to a women's circle. I was very drawn to go. And there, you would have loved it. There were like
yes.
50 women from all over the world. And it was breast
Wow.
massage. And she was teaching us breast massage. And so there was these 50 women from everywhere,
Yeah.
learning to massage their breasts. And the importance of it, it was so powerful. And, that part of our body is avoided every time we get a massage. And so,
Mm.
when I saw that that's what you did, I was like, oh, yes, please be on our summit. So, my first question for you today is, what does the goddess mean to you? What does the redemption of the feminine spirit mean to you?
Oh wow. Well, it took me a long time to awaken myself. Um, I think of course, it was always in me. Um, but about, I think I was around 30 that I slowly started to wake up and to awaken. Um, and when I started to do the womb fertility, that was, I think, the base of working with goddesses and awaken the goddess within myself. Um, and I think when we work with women, um, because it's so sacred work, um, it's I think it's logical to work with the goddesses within us and awake those. So yeah, for me it was um, liberating, I think, to recognize that there's a goddess within me, and that is also what I'm trying to um, do with all the women, especially with the womb fertility work, that they are a goddess and that they can embrace that goddess within themselves, because that's, I think, very empowering. So yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. And this morning I woke up and my intuition told me to put this on, and I felt your energy is, with you working with women and the womb healing and the celebration of being a woman, and
Exactly.
yeah, yeah. And it feels to
Yeah.
me like, would you say that when you're working with the healing of the womb, that you're also working with healing shame?
Yeah. 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 I think it's a big part of what is stored in ourselves. Um, when you just look at the time, all the time frames, then there was big celebration of being a female, and it was we were higher in our society. It was all about being a woman, and at certain points, I think we all know and all discovered also ourselves in previous lives, all the witch hunt, and all the fact that we're not allowed to be who we were. And in this time frame where we're living right now, I think it's coming back again, and the consciousness of being a goddess and being a female, and and celebrate women, that you are a woman. It's getting a bigger part of society, I think, again, which I really love. So yeah, within the work I do, I try to teach women that, and to feel their own femininity back again. Yeah.
And I also love the way in which you work, and I was hoping you would talk a little bit about the connection of the womb, the breasts, and the heart.
Yeah. It's always hard to tell about it because it's a lot of energy work. It's a lot of energetic work, spiritual work. When we look at the physical part, then embryology comes in, and then it's just the fact that they're all made of the same basic tissue when we're just 3 weeks old in a mom's womb. So when we develop as a human being, it's all made from the same tissue. So that's one of the physical connections. It's all endoderm tissue, for the ones who want to know. So that also means that within the womb, within our yoni, there are reflex zones that connect with all our emotions. And what I see within the breast, and some of my colleagues too, is that sometimes women do have, I call it the body entrance, the entrance to the knowing, that spiritual, deep stored connection within ourselves. Some women do have that in the womb, and some women do have that in the breast, that connection. So sometimes I'm treating women for womb fertility, and I can feel that there's still a blockage. They can't reach the center of themselves. They can't reach all the knowledge they have stored within the womb, because that's in our vision. All the knowledge of at least 7 mothers back, 7 generations back, is stored within our womb, at least. So for those who feel blockages there, sometimes it's very helpful to treat the breast, because the breasts are also one big storage of emotions, one big storage of memories, of spiritual things that we've been through in our lives, and mostly previous lives or very young, where we can't really, some women can, but mostly the children forget when they start to get older that they knew things and that they had their connection open with the universe and the source. So yeah, it's for me, it's very, how do you say? Sometimes it's hard to find English words. The bond between womb, breast, and of course the heart. I think that's the holy triangle to work with if I want to bring a woman really back to who she really is, and reconnect with herself. Wow, yeah.
That's beautiful. That's so beautiful. Thank you. And your English is very good.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
So
welcome.
I'm now back in spring in my cycle, so my brain fog is gone. It makes it easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my next question was, what are your thoughts and your feelings about the awakening, and how the awakening connects in with the womb and the heart and the breasts for a woman?
I think when you're disconnected or not fully connected with your own body, it makes it very hard to see and understand the bigger picture, to know that there's more, to work with what's more in there. So I think I don't want to say you need to, but basically, for me, you need to awaken yourself and to awaken your spirit and to awaken the connection with your own body, to awaken also the connection with source. And none of them can do without the other one. Sometimes I do get women on the table that are disconnected from source. Not sometimes, I see it a lot, because of our busy lives. And as soon as they start to feel their own body again and to reconnect with the breast, reconnect with the heart, reconnect with the womb, then they reconnect with source. And then you see that they're starting to, they really start to wake up and to awaken their wisdom, to awaken. I think the bigger picture, to know that that we are all connected, and that everything what you do is influenced by it's always got an influence on the other. That's what I was saying. So yeah, for me, the awakening, I think it makes your life richer, for me, at least. Knowing there's more, knowing you're all connected, knowing there's energy going around us. For me, that's awakening, and also awakening for womb, breast, and heart. The connection is that strong. One can't do without the other, and you see it happening, because especially with infertility, but also when we look at the womb and empowered feminine, when women are just disconnected with their womb, it's hard to really awaken. It's hard to really understand what we're doing here and why we're here.
Yeah. Beautiful. Is there like a meditation or some sort of activation that we could do now that you have some kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I have recorded a meditation about maternal ancestral healing, womb healing. So it's about 12-30 minutes, I guess. Reconnecting with your maternal ancestral line, reconnecting all the roots, all the really the connection within with all our ancestrals, to get the knowledge back into your life and that magic. So yeah, if I want to offer that, I think that's a very beautiful one, for women to feel the connection within a deeper level, not only for themselves, but also to reconnect with maternal ancestral line. Yeah. So,
oh wow, beautiful.
I thought that was very
Yeah,
matching.
that'll be amazing. So all of you that are listening, that will be in the all access pass part of the 9-day summit. So if you would like to do that meditation, yeah, that sounds amazing. Thank you so much.
It's a very strong one. Yeah.
Oh, great. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's see, what was the other question? I would like to hear personally, a bit more about exactly what a womb healing is. Because I hear a lot about the womb healing, and there's a lot of information out there, and it seems like different therapists work a little bit differently as well.
Yeah. That's what I found out too. I always thought there was one way of womb healing, but there isn't. For me, because I can only speak from what womb healing for me is. Womb healing for me is, first of all, reconnect again with your womb. Like I said, a lot of women are just disconnected from their womb. They can't feel her. They can't hear her. They can't pull all the wisdom and all the juiciness from her. So that's for me part one of a womb healing. Getting back in contact with her. And what I'm trying to do within a womb healing is, together with the client, look what she needs. So what the womb needs, what the woman needs. So they can start work together. But also, is that trauma or old memories that, it's not always trauma, because trauma sounds always like a big thing. But it also can be very small things that that happened through your life or previous lives, that make that the womb is not free, that the womb doesn't feel in a safe place. So for me, it's a womb healing is healing literally the womb in lining. So the physical part, but next to that, it's the emotional, spiritual part of reconnect, healing trauma and pain, work with her, feeling what you really need. People say when you live from your heart, then everything is going okay. That's the most important part of life. But I think for a woman, it is living and listening to the wisdom of your womb, because I think that's your truly wisdom. It's your gut feeling. It's your it's the knowing that we have in our life. And so yeah, for me, womb healing is about healing all the parts that make that you're not able to truly listen to yourself and be true to yourself, and be able to celebrate life. And that can be in this life, that can be things from previous lives and generations and generations back. So cleaning your maternal line, but also your paternal line, I think it's very important for a woman. Yeah.
I love that.
So yeah, womb healing is very, for everybody. I think it's very different in what you do and where your skills are. But it's, yeah, for me, it's womb healing is. I think the most important part is getting back into connection. So
Yeah.
if you're not connected, you can't listen.
Yeah. Yeah. So would you say that a lot of it is based on energy, then healing the energetics? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, of course. When you look at your life right now, then we can remember a lot. Not everything, but we can remember a lot. But especially when we talk about previous lives, we can't remember in our brain. You know, it's the cell memory that's that need to be healed. Yeah, and we have a lot of cell memory, a lot of cell memory. Yeah, not only in the breast, or in the womb, but also in the breast. Yeah.
Yeah. So I actually have a question as well about the breasts. My grandmother had breast cancer.
Yeah.
I used to be a massage therapist as well. And I always wondered if there's a connection between not touching the breast, not like kind of avoiding the breasts and cancer. And I've kind of like made this theory up in my own mind around it, but I would love to hear, you know, what your feelings on that are.
Yeah. Yeah. By science, no. Science, when we think, start to talk about these things in science, and they're saying you're lunatic. But what we see on the table is, yeah, there are connections with not only with touching the breast, but basically with everything we go through in life, all the emotions we go through in life, all things that we, you know, just daily life, the things that happen. We store a lot of shit in our breasts. And it's easy for the body. And it's not only the toxins, you know, just the physical toxins, because the body thinks, okay, the breast is made of a lot of fatty tissue, so store all the toxins in there. But it's also very easy to store all memories and emotions that we do not like in the same fatty tissue, in the same connective tissue within the breast. So what we see is when women go through a heavy period in life, heavy emotional period in life, that could interfere with the breast health. So that could be, especially when we look at the life of your grandmother, you know, the time frame she was living in, losing children was a big part of life, you know, and then I'm not talking about miscarriages, because miscarriages are still here right now, but really losing children, because of course our health system wasn't that good as it is right now. So for instance, that's a part that can that brings a lot of emotions, a lot of pain, a lot of grief. Families were bigger than they are right now, so mom needed to go round and round, you know, the life just goes on and on. And so when you look at that time frame, a lot of women didn't have the time to really feel and live their emotions and that just stuffed it away, you know. It's just, okay, it's there, but it's not there. With a lot of things they went through. So yeah, I think when you're not able to deal with your emotions, then that's affecting the body.
Yeah.
And when you're a woman, then there's a big chance that it's affecting your breast.
Yeah.
So breast health and keeping them healthy and maintain them in the right way, that's very important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you give us
Yeah.
some tips on how we can best look after our breasts?
Yeah. What I can do, I just realized, is I can also bring in, I need to translate it, but I can also bring in a sheet of how to dry brush your breasts, because that's a very huge part of the self-care around breast health.
Okay.
So yeah.
That would be lovely. Thank you.
I will put that in there too. So I'm going to translate that and put that in there too. So yeah, I will send you that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's a big part.
Yeah.
But basically, what it's all about, especially with dry brushing, it's very. It's funny because I gave a lot of breast treatments in London. And UK women do know dry brushing, but from the legs and the belly and the arms, but not for the breast. And here in the Netherlands, they know dry brushing for the breast and not the rest of the body. So it's the other way around. But basically, dry brushing is about very slow movements in the direction of the lymphatic system. So that you are able to boost the lymphatic system, because especially when we wear bras with a how do you call it, the
underwire.
The underwire. Thank you. Especially when you wear bras with an underwire, then you block the lymphatic system, and the lymphatic system is all about getting rid of the toxins. So, and it's a nice way to, I mean, you're not touching with your hands, but you're touching your breast and you're doing a lot of nice self-care. And of course, massaging the breast, you can't do any harm as long as you massage your breast, not doing too much pain to yourself, you know. A lot of women do have painful breasts, and massaging your breast is very good, but slow. You can go deep when you go slow. You can't harm your breast if it's all feeling okay. You know, I always say you have from the pain scale from 0 to 10. From 7, you start to cramp. You know, then there's the defense coming up. So if you keep under the pain scale of 7 and feel what's comfortable for you, then yeah, please do massage your breast under the shower, or when you're in the shower, or you know, with some nice oil. Just start to massage the breast and dive into it, and feel if you come into painful spots, feel what the spot wants to tell you, because pain is always a signal of the body that something needs to be seen. So don't put it away.
I love that.
Yeah.
So
and that's also for the womb. Yeah, that's also for the womb. So when you're massaging around the womb and on the womb, and you feel painful or tender spots, sore spots, then just stay there and feel what needs to be felt. Ask body for her wisdom.
Yeah. So this workshop that I had gone to in Bali, she actually said that that the underwire is not good for the breasts. So I threw all my bras away that had the underwire. And now I just wear the really comfortable ones when I need to, but mostly I just don't wear a bra at all, which I think is the best. However, I went through my phase of just not wearing a bra at all. And I actually had this man say to me, it's very distracting. Can you please wear a bra? Like he said that to me. And it really, it kind of threw me because I didn't realize how, some men can be so drawn to being able to see the breast through, a top or something like this, because we're always guarding our breasts. And so out of respect, for other people, when I go on the outside world, I will put a bra on, but it's only because I want to create that layer of safety for other people. But for me, I just don't want to wear one.
No, it's something that's been seen a lot. And I think it's respect also for that man who was that honest to you. Because a lot of men are not that honest. But physically they're just drawn. That's nature. Men need to be drawn to the breast. That's nature, and it can be very distracting for them. Yeah, and it's not something. In the beginning, I thought, oh yeah, come on, But now I think, it's nature. So they can't help what starts within them. As a physical reaction, and that's not always what they want, because that's not, it's when you're at your work, then that's not what you want, I think it's good for women to understand what wearing a bra and what kind of bra you're wearing can bring as an effect on your breast health. So that empowers you to make your own choice. And when you're feeling comfortable not wearing a bra, please do, because that's the best way. But if you're not comfortable wearing a bra, then choose the moments that you are wearing a bra. Because when you have a night out and you are dressed up in a beautiful dress and you're not feeling comfortable without wearing a bra, then please just wear a bra. Because all the worry and all the stress of not being comfortable doesn't do good to your breast health. That's more, that gives a bigger problem than wearing a bra for a couple of hours. So
I love that. Yeah, that was a good conversation.
Just choose your moments.
Yeah. I love that conversation, because there is a responsibility in looking after our breasts, and there's also responsibility in how powerful we are in having these beautiful breasts that we have.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's strange, because what I saw when I started with the womb and fertility is that I realized that at school we are not being taught about our womb and the wisdom of our womb, and we're not being taught about self-care of the womb. We are not being taught about what is a menstrual cycle and what are the phases of a menstrual cycle that we go through, and how do we deal with it. We're only thought about the theoretical part, okay, you have day one, then you bleed, and then all the hormones start up, and then at some point you bleed again. That's basically it. well, it's such an important part of our female body. So I never understood why we are not being able to teach our children about this. And when I started to do the breast massage, the breast treatments, I realized it was the same. You know, okay, we're born flat, and then at some age, the breast is starting to grow. And we're not getting any education at all about keeping them healthy. Not at all. And the only thing we hear is, okay, be careful with your breast because at some day you might get cancer. So it's all about fear. It's not about trust. It's not about love. It's not about prevention.
Yeah.
It's all about fear.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then when you get people around you that do have cancer, then the fear is going to grow.
Yeah.
So then you're closing down. And then you create, then I think we create an environment that's very toxic for our breast and our breast health.
Yeah.
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 Because
So
we don't trust our body.
Yeah.
We don't trust ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so if you could, say anything that would help women that are watching this right now to, love their breasts and not be in fear of what, the power of the breasts, the heart, the womb, the connection to their body, what would you have to say and offer?
Well, first of all, I think it's very important for all women to touch their own body, to feel their own body, because there's only one person that knows how your body is, and that's you. No one else knows. So even if it's about breast examination, I know it can be very fearful, because what if you feel something and you don't know what it is? But you are the only one who knows how your breasts are feeling. And so you are also the first one who knows that there's something changing. And change doesn't mean that there's something wrong. Most of the times, change is just change. And for the womb, the same. If your cycle is starting to change, and you get, for instance, more painful menstruations, or you want to conceive a child and it doesn't work, you're not getting pregnant, or you get miscarriages, find a good massage therapist that is specialized in breast or womb and fertility. Here in the Netherlands, I can treat you. I'm in the eastern of the country. If you want to come in for treatment, I can offer you 15% discount. And if you say, okay, I am already a massage therapist or a body worker, or you're already working with women on a different level, and you want to learn more about womb and fertility, I'm also the associate instructor for fertility massage in the Netherlands. So I also give courses for learning womb and fertility massage treatments.
Great.
So,
And do you offer online training as well?
no, online training not. We've been thinking about it
I think
within fertility massage, but it's too hard to do the online stuff for the fertility massage. Yeah, and for the breast neither.
Yeah.
So I can do
I think
coaching.
it's a
I
good
can
idea,
do.
though. I think
Yeah.
it's a good idea to start doing it, because I know women in New Zealand that would love to learn from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have several associate instructors around the world. Some in Australia, Southern Africa, UK, and the Netherlands. And yeah, when we are allowed to travel again, then it makes it easier for all of us to travel around and give courses in other countries. So yeah.
Yeah, I think it's such beautiful work that you're doing.
It
And there
is.
were so many times when I was living in New Zealand that I wanted a massage therapist besides myself,
Yeah.
because I do my own breast massage. But sometimes you just want to go and have an actual massage
Yeah.
with someone else that will massage the breasts. And it's so, for all of you out there that are listening, if you have not had a breast massage by a licensed massage therapist that does breast massage and healing, you've got to do it. It's so powerful and so amazing. But there were so many times that I really wanted that, and no one does it. So I'm so glad that you're educating women to be able to bring this healing into the body, because I know firsthand how powerful it is. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's sometimes it's amazing how deep the healing can go. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I have
and also how easy it sometimes is to remove huge blockages. So
yeah. I actually have a cyst in my left breast. And it gets bigger and it gets smaller. I've had it checked. It's benign. There's no problem. But I do know that when I massage my breasts and I look after them, then it doesn't hurt. But if I stop and I don't look after, it starts to ache. And it's kind of like, can you please listen to me? I need.
Hello. Yeah. Hello, here I am. Yeah. That's how it works.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much. It's just been an absolute delight to have this conversation. I know we're getting close to time. I do have one more quick question. Is some of my clients have asked, does the womb healing work as powerfully if they, have had the I can't actually say the word
hysterectomy?
Yes. And also, if they don't, they no longer have a menses.
Yeah, it's even that powerful, because we can remove the womb with a hysterectomy. Then you don't have a physical womb anymore, but you still do have the energetic womb. So it's even that empowering. So it's no problem at all. No problem at all.
Yeah, because we're working with the energetics, aren't we?
Yeah.
Great. Exactly. That is what I said, but I wanted to ask the expert here.
Well, the answer keeps the same. Yeah.
Thank you. And it's the same with the menses as well, isn't it? Because it's an energetic. Yeah.
It's an energetic part. And when women are in menopause, they cycle with the moon. So
Beautiful.
It keeps the same. Only the physical part changed, but the energy isn't. So
and the emotions
keeps the same.
The emotions that are connected to that. Thank you.
Exactly.
So would a woman that is no longer having a menstrual cycle, would she still keep tracking the cycle that she had before?
Some do, but most of them are not into that anymore then. So what I then recommend is just a track cycle with the moon. Some women just want to have a guideline of where they are in the cycle. So then I advise to just follow the movements of the moon, because they are the same as the womb cycle as in menstrual cycle. So
Thank you, Janine. Oh, thank you so much. And I'm excited to listen to the meditation and the information on dry brushing. I've been dry brushing, and I haven't been doing my breasts, so I'm really excited to learn about that. So thank you so much.
Cool.
Great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're welcome. And I really enjoyed being here. So thank you very much for your time too.
Thank you
Thank you.
so much.